Good morning, guys. It is day one practice NPFL. Where are we at? Watts Barr, Tennessee. It is one leg above the famous Chickamauga, and I have zero information to tell you guys about what to expect. It's beautiful water. It's clear already. It's about 6:21. I think it's about safe light for me to take off here. I picked one ramp, and I'm the only one here, so I don't know what that says or not. But I'm way down by the dam right now. I'm going to just over the next 3 days work my way up. We got a lot of cloud cover, a lot of rain expected over the next week. The lake looks like it's about as high as it possibly can be. It's touching the trees and stuff, but it's not really up high. It is, let's see, it is the end of May. And yeah, I mean, you expect some fish to still be spawning. You expect some fish to be just getting done. And you kind of expect some fish to be setting up schooling. But I can already tell you from where I put in now, these sides are a lot steeper than the Tennessee River stuff that I've ever been on. So I don't know if it's going to be as easy as just finding a shoal bar and picking on those fish that are ganged up. But we're going to look for that some today. We're going to look for some topwater fish today. We're going to look for some shad spawn fish today. So basically, I don't want to close in on what I think I'm going to be doing, but I think I'm going to be doing a little bit of cranking. I think I'm going to be doing some topwater. And I think I'm going to be doing some chatterbait and swim jigging. And we'll see, guys. We need 5 bites a day, 17 pounds a day. During my research, probably win this thing. So I don't know if 13 pounds a day will get you paid for sure. So that's what we're looking for. Stay tuned. First little fishy of the morning. We just started. This guy ain't a keeper. I think they have to all be 14 inches. We're gonna practice that way anyways. Little largemouth on a new live scope system. Got me a little mean mouth looking thing. A little Kentucky smallmouth. I think it's straight smallmouth. First smallmouth with a little Kentucky look to it. A little rough tongue. I think it's a mean mouth. It's a little mixture. think I just caught a big old gizzard shad. I'm so good I'm catching the bait. Look at that thing. You don't think a big old bass wants to eat that thing? I don't know if that's one of those skipjacks or what that is. Put that thing in his face. They were schooling. Boy, he's soft and tender. You know a big old bass wants to eat this sucker. Slimy. On keeper number like 5. We've gone shallow, we've gone deep for about an hour and a half, nothing deep. So I went back shallow again, right away caught another short fish. I think there's some fish shallow, I just gotta figure out how to get a bigger bite. Keeper number 1 on Watts Barr. Looks like a little drop shot. Okay. Keeper number 2, and it is hooked good. All right, guys, it is probably around, I'm gonna call it 9 o'clock. It may be 8:30. I'm gonna call it 9 o'clock right now. Been on the water since 6:30, 6:20, 6:30. Caught a bunch of little ones. Couldn't get any good ones going. This isn't really a good one. I mean, he's post-spawn, real skinny, real skinny. Actually still can squeeze some stuff out of him. So we found little bitty brush piles sitting about we're about 10 foot of water, 6 to 10 foot of water, right next to the back of a spawning area. And I've had to drop a drop shot in these little things to get bit. I can't get bit on a jerk bait. I can't get bit on a moving bait. I'm gonna keep trying, obviously, but I put a drop shot on them and I get bit. So looks like we might figure out a way to at least get some keeper bites. I'm gonna idle around a little bit more and see if I can close in my graph, range in close, get really good images, and actually start setting waypoints on brush piles or wood or anything that's blown down. So I actually have some targets. These open water fish haven't been able to get them to go, but if they're on a target, I've been able to get them to go. So that's where we're at right now. We'll see if we can get any better ones, but whew, at least getting our limit pattern together. It's good. Close to takeoff too, so that's good.
Baby doll, put it up in your mouth. Pretty as can be.
Little dock skipping. Not a good one, but found some fish on some docks. Another 14-inch non-keeper. But man, I haven't been fishing the docks, guys. May look like it because of the video, but I've been bouncing in and out, catching. Every time I go out, I can't get bit. I get up close, I get bit. So maybe one of these days I'm just gonna have to run docks all practice, flipping, swim jigging, drop shotting, whatever, and see what kind of limit. They're talking about 10 pounds a day to catch a check, 17 pounds a day to win. I don't know yet. You can't listen to too much dock talk, but it's not high weight, so catching a limit every day is gonna be important. Let's get the puppies. You want to catch a fish? She wants a fish, doesn't she?
Do you have any luck?
Just a little bit. Not a lot.
Come on, Bella. Come on.
My last dog growing up was a Jack
She
Russell
loves
Terrier.
fishing. She'll stay with me. I can leave the rods and she'll just sit with them.
Yeah.
Come here. Then you might catch some.
It's skipping fish number 2. Day 1, Watts Barr practice. It was tough. All practice days were tough, but when you don't know where to start, you just start on some of the obvious stuff. I thought it would be an offshore event. I knew the water was up and there could potentially be some shallow fish. There have been all year. So I stayed main lake for the most part. Started offshore, fishing, found some grass. Didn't know there was grass on Watts Bar. Did not have a lot of success at all. I don't know how many keepers I caught on day one, but it was very few. Went to some top water, threw some buzz baits, caught some smallmouth actually on some buzz baits, and did a lot of graphing. Found rock piles and brush piles and old house foundations, and just did not a lot of success catching fish at all. Threw a spook a lot up real shallow, and there just was not a lot to be said for day one practice. What I did learn is the lay of the land and how I'd like to continue to break things down. I started down by the dam on day one, and day two of practice, I decided to go way upriver to test the two. I like to call it taste testing. Tasted which part of the lake I wanted to focus on for day three's practice.